They say the kitchen is the heart of the home. But sometimes, it's also where the slowest, quietest damage begins. You open the fridge, reach for something familiar, something you've eaten for years. It looks safe. It tastes fine. But inside your body, that choice may be planting the seeds of pain, swelling, and weakness, especially in your legs. If you've ever wondered why your joints ache more on some mornings, why climbing the stairs feels heavier than it used to, or why the strength in your legs just doesn't come back as quickly as before, the answer might not be your age alone. It might be what's been hiding behind those refrigerator doors. I've seen it too many times. Seniors and even middle-aged adults trying to eat better, storing what they think are healthy or harmless foods, only to find themselves struggling with more inflammation, muscle loss, or that dull, persistent ache that keeps them from walking as far, standing as long, or sleeping through the night. This is not about fear. This is about awareness. Because once you know which foods are silently draining your strength, you can make small changes that protect your legs, keep your muscles alive, and give you the energy to live the life you want, without pain holding you back. And in today's video, I'm going to reveal the foods that may be sitting in your fridge right now, slowly stealing your comfort and mobility. You'll learn why they cause trouble, what science says about their impact, and, most importantly, what you can choose instead. So before we dive in, if you care about keeping your legs strong and your steps steady, I invite you to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, subscribe for more health wisdom you can trust, and leave a comment below. Tell me, which food do you think might be the biggest culprit in your fridge? Your answer might surprise you, and the truth might change the way you eat from this day forward. Let's start with a food that hides in plain sight: processed meats. The cold cuts stacked neatly in their plastic packages, the smoked bacon that promises a hearty breakfast, the sausages waiting for a quick dinner fix. They're convenient, familiar, and, for many, a taste tied to comfort. But inside those slices and links is a chemical cocktail your body was never designed to handle daily. Processed meats are loaded with sodium, nitrates, and preservatives that extend shelf life but shorten your comfort in ways you may not realize. High sodium forces your body to retain water, leading to swelling in the feet and ankles. Over time, that swelling puts extra pressure on your joints, making every step feel heavier. The nitrates, used to keep that pink color and smoky flavor, convert into compounds in the body that trigger chronic inflammation. This isn't the kind of inflammation you notice immediately. It's a slow burn that quietly wears down cartilage, reduces muscle recovery, and leaves you waking up with stiffness that lingers longer each year. Studies have linked regular consumption of processed meats to higher risks of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even certain cancers. But for your legs, the danger is more immediate: inflammation and poor circulation that weaken muscles, reduce balance, and make simple activities, like climbing stairs or walking to the mailbox, feel like uphill battles. The solution isn't just removing these meats, it's replacing them. Choose lean, unprocessed cuts like roasted turkey breast, grilled chicken, or fish rich in omega-3s. Your muscles will thank you, your joints will feel lighter, and you'll notice that you move through your day with less pain and more energy. Because every step you take should feel like freedom, not like a reminder of what's weighing you down. Food number 2, leftover fried foods, yesterday's grease, today's trouble. Now, let's talk about another common fridge resident, the leftovers from last night's fried feast. You know the ones. Golden fries, crispy chicken, onion rings, tucked into a container because it's too good to waste. And the next day, out they come, straight into the microwave or the pan, ready to be revived. Here's the problem: yesterday's oil has already lived a hard life. Once you've fried food, the oils start breaking down, creating harmful compounds called oxidized fats. Reheating them only makes things worse, turning that once crispy treat into a double agent, still delicious, but quietly working against your joints and muscles. These oxidized fats can spark inflammation throughout the body, especially in the knees, hips, and ankles. They also interfere with circulation, meaning less oxygen and fewer nutrients reach your muscles. And for seniors, that can mean slower recovery after activity, more stiffness in the morning, and, yes, even a little extra wobble in your walk. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but it tastes even better the next day. And that's true, in the same way an old pair of slippers feels comfortable right before they finally fall apart. Some comforts simply have an expiration date. The better choice? If you do indulge in fried foods, enjoy them fresh and in moderation. For reheats, swap that deep-fried chicken for baked, grilled, or air-fried alternatives. Your taste buds may take a moment to adjust, but your legs will thank you every time you get up from a chair without that groan you've started calling just part of getting older. Because the truth is, it's not age. Sometimes, it's just yesterday's grease holding you back. Food number 3, salty preserved foods, a recipe for swelling you didn't order. Let's open the next shelf in your fridge, the jars and containers filled with pickles, kimchi, salted fish, or those special fermented vegetables you swore were the secret to your longevity. Don't get me wrong, fermentation can be wonderful for gut health. But when the sodium content is sky high, it becomes a different story. Excess sodium makes your body hold onto water like a sponge left in a rainstorm. That extra fluid doesn't just make your rings feel tight, it collects in your lower legs, feet, and ankles. And when you're already dealing with aging joints, carrying around extra fluid is like walking with ankle weights you didn't sign up for. Worse, high sodium levels can throw off your potassium balance, a mineral your muscles need to contract properly. Without enough potassium, you may notice more cramps, more fatigue, and less stability when you walk. It's not just about the salt shaker, it's about everything that's been quietly soaking in brine for weeks. If you love pickles or kimchi, consider rinsing them before eating or limiting portions. And try flavoring food with herbs, spices, or vinegar instead of just salt. Your legs will move lighter, your blood pressure may thank you, and your shoes might even fit better by the end of the day. Food number 4, full-fat dairy overload, the comfort that weighs you down. Now, let's slide over to the dairy section. That creamy brie, the rich cheddar, the tub of ice cream for special occasions that mysteriously keeps needing a refill. Dairy itself isn't a villain. Calcium and protein can be great for bones and muscles. But full-fat dairy, high in saturated fats, can quietly turn into a roadblock for mobility. Saturated fats encourage chronic, low-grade inflammation, the kind that doesn't scream but whispers constantly, making your knees ache, your hips feel tight, and your ankles less willing to cooperate. And for those with circulation issues, the extra cholesterol can contribute to plaque buildup in arteries, reducing blood flow to your legs and slowing muscle recovery after even light activity. That rich, creamy texture may feel like comfort food, but in the long run, it's comfort at a cost, paid in slower steps, longer recovery times, and mornings where you need a moment before your legs agree to carry you forward. The alternative? Swap in lower-fat dairy like part-skim cheese or yogurt, or plant-based options like unsweetened almond or soy milk. You still get the protein and calcium, but without the inflammation baggage. Before we go on, I want to pause for a moment. If you've been nodding along, recognizing some of these foods in your own fridge, this is your reminder: your legs, your muscles, your mobility, they're worth protecting. Every change you make today is an investment in walking farther, standing taller, and living with less pain tomorrow. If you find this helpful, please take a second to like this video. It helps more people discover ways to protect their health. Share it with someone you care about, because you never know whose life you might improve with a little knowledge. And subscribe if you want more practical, trustworthy tips for keeping your legs strong, your joints happy, and your steps steady for years to come. Now, let's open the fridge door a little wider, because the next culprit is one most people would never suspect. Food number 5, sugary cold drinks, sweetness that saps your strength. Some things in the fridge sparkle with temptation: brightly colored soda bottles, fruit-flavored sports drinks, iced teas with more sugar than tea. They look refreshing, especially on a warm day, but beneath that icy sweetness lies trouble for your legs and muscles. Sugar doesn't just give you a quick burst of energy, it sends your blood glucose soaring. In response, your body pumps out insulin to bring it back down. But frequent spikes and crashes can drain your energy and disrupt the minerals your muscles depend on, especially magnesium and calcium. Without enough of these minerals, muscle contractions become less efficient, cramps strike more often, and recovery slows to a crawl. There's another twist: excess sugar fuels inflammation, making your joints more likely to swell and ache. For seniors, that can mean waking up with stiff knees, finding it harder to stand after sitting, or even avoiding activities because the pain feels too familiar. If you need something cold and refreshing, try infused water with slices of lemon, cucumber, or berries. You'll hydrate without the sugar crash, and your muscles will be far happier for it. Food number 6, refined starchy leftovers, the hidden energy drain. On the next shelf, we find last night's pasta, the pizza box that barely fits, or that big pot of white rice waiting for a quick reheat. These foods are easy, comforting, and, let's be honest, they taste even better when you don't have to cook them again. But refined starches, especially when reheated, are a stealthy thief of muscle vitality. Here's why: refined grains like white pasta, white bread, and standard pizza crust digest quickly, flooding your system with glucose much like sugary drinks do. That sudden rise in blood sugar triggers inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which interfere with muscle recovery and repair. And when your muscles aren't repairing well, your strength fades faster than you realize. What's more, these foods often come paired with unhealthy fats or excess sodium, double trouble for your joints and circulation. Over time, the combination can make your legs feel heavy, your steps less steady, and your energy levels unpredictable. If you love pasta or rice, choose whole grain versions and pair them with lean protein and vegetables. Not only will you stabilize your blood sugar, but you'll also give your muscles the nutrients they need to stay strong. Food number 7, long-stored seafood high in purines, a painful surprise. Finally, tucked away in the colder corner of your fridge, or maybe your freezer, is seafood. Fresh fish can be a powerhouse for health, rich in protein and omega-3s. But seafood that's been stored too long, especially purine-rich options like sardines, mackerel, anchovies, shrimp, or crab, can bring a different outcome. When purines break down in the body, they produce uric acid. In small amounts, your body can handle it. But when levels rise too high, often from repeated meals of purine-rich seafood, uric acid crystals can form in your joints. The result? Gout. And if you've ever experienced it, you know the pain is not just in your legs. It can be in your toes, ankles, or knees, and it can be sharp enough to stop you in your tracks. Long storage can make the problem worse. As seafood ages, even under refrigeration, the breakdown of its proteins can increase purine concentration. Pair that with dehydration or a high-sodium diet, and you have the perfect storm for a painful flare-up. This doesn't mean cutting seafood entirely. It means choosing fresh, enjoying it in moderation, and balancing it with low-purine protein sources like eggs, tofu, or chicken breast. And always keep hydration in mind. Flushing your system with enough water helps keep uric acid from building up. Knowing what to avoid is a start. But change only happens when you know what to reach for instead. In my years of working with older adults, I've seen the smallest adjustments in the kitchen transform not just their health, but their confidence in moving through the day. Take processed meats, for example. One of my clients, a retired bus driver named Harold, loved his morning ham sandwich. When he switched to sliced roasted turkey breast with avocado on whole grain bread, he noticed something surprising. The swelling in his ankles eased within weeks, and the mid-afternoon fatigue that kept him glued to the couch began to fade. Lean, unprocessed proteins don't just protect your heart, they give your muscles the building blocks they need without fueling inflammation. If fried leftovers are your weakness, the air fryer can be your best friend. It delivers crisp texture with far less oil, reducing the oxidized fats that slow recovery. Pair that with fresh vegetables roasted the same day, and you're nourishing your joints with antioxidants instead of clogging them with inflammation triggers. For those high-sodium preserved foods, the solution can be as simple as rinsing pickled vegetables before eating, or making your own quick pickle with vinegar, garlic, and herbs, flavor without the salt overload. Your potassium balance will thank you, and you might even notice your morning shoes sliding on more easily. Sugary drinks? Replace them with infused water or herbal teas. Hydration supports joint lubrication and muscle contraction, and without the sugar crash, you maintain steady energy for daily tasks. The same goes for refined starchy leftovers. Choose whole grain pasta or brown rice, and store them in smaller portions so you're less tempted to overload your plate when reheating. And seafood lovers, remember that freshness is everything. Buying smaller portions and cooking them the same day can help keep purine levels lower. Balance your week with plant-based proteins or lean poultry, and you'll enjoy the benefits of variety without inviting gout to your doorstep. A simple kitchen audit. Here's a tip I give my clients. Once a week, do a mobility check on your fridge. Stand there, door open, and ask yourself, will this help me walk farther, or will it make tomorrow's steps harder? Over time, that single question can rewire your food choices. Store high-risk foods toward the back, where you see them less. Put your best choices, fresh fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, at eye level. Humans eat what they see first, and this simple trick can shift your diet without you even realizing it. The story that stuck with me. One woman I'll never forget, Margaret, was 72 when she came to me, leaning heavily on a cane. She loved cooking for her grandchildren but found herself too tired and sore to stand for long in the kitchen. Her fridge was a lineup of familiar culprits: cold cuts, reheated fried foods, sweet teas, and leftover pizza. We didn't overhaul her diet overnight. Instead, we replaced one item at a time. Ham became roasted chicken, soda became iced herbal tea, white bread became seeded whole grain. 3 months later, she walked into my office without the cane. Not because she pushed harder in physical therapy, but because the inflammation had eased enough for her body to move freely again. Her story is a reminder: the fridge is not just where food lives, it's where your future mobility can be shaped, one choice at a time. The takeaway: your legs carry the story of your life. Every step, every journey, every moment you've stood up for yourself, literally and figuratively, relies on the health of your muscles and joints. The foods you store, reheat, and reach for every day can either write a chapter of strength or a chapter of decline. Choose foods that protect, not punish. Prepare them fresh when possible. Store them wisely. Because what's in your fridge today will decide how far and how freely you can walk tomorrow. And I think you deserve to go as far as your heart desires. You've just walked through 7 of the most common fridge residents that quietly chip away at muscle strength, joint health, and your ability to move freely. And you've learned the swaps, the habits, the little shifts that can protect your legs and restore your energy. But here's the truth: knowing these things doesn't change a single step you take tomorrow. Acting on them does. So, I want you to picture this. Tomorrow morning, you open your fridge. Your eyes scan past the processed meats, the sugary drinks, the leftover fried foods, and instead, you reach for something that will feed your strength, not your swelling. Maybe it's a bowl of fresh berries, a jar of rinsed pickled vegetables, a plate of grilled fish bought fresh that morning. That single choice sets the tone for your entire day. And it's not about perfection, it's about momentum. Every healthier swap you make builds a chain reaction. Less inflammation means more mobility. More mobility means more independence. More independence means more of the life you want to live. I've seen people in their 70s, even 80s, take back control of their health simply by making better decisions at the fridge door. They didn't start with a gym membership or expensive supplements. They started with awareness, with the courage to say, this food isn't serving me anymore, and the discipline to choose better. So here's my challenge to you. This week, pick 2 foods from the list you've just learned and replace them. Watch how your body responds. Feel the difference in your legs when you climb the stairs, when you stand up from a chair, when you walk around the block. Let that improvement be your motivation to keep going. And don't keep it to yourself. Share what you've learned today with a friend, a sibling, a neighbor. Because someone you know is struggling with pain or fatigue they think is just aging, and this might be the key they've been missing. If you found this video helpful, please like it. It lets me know this message matters to you. Share it so it can reach the people who need it most. And subscribe for more trusted, practical health advice you can use every single day. Your legs tell the story of your life. And starting today, you get to decide how that story moves forward, stronger, steadier, and free from the quiet damage hiding in your fridge.